This is the annual report from the Waikato and Bay of Plenty and Eastland Baptist Associations, written by Peter Foster. Peter is the regional leader. It's for the year ending September 2024.
In my role as regional leader, I've endeavoured to keep at the forefront of all that I have done in 2024 the thought and action that if we truly love as Jesus does, we need to be generous, show hospitality of spirit, and be humble. Generosity, humility, and hospitality are the hallmarks of Jesus' love towards us and our love towards the world. For me, this is how gospel renewal happens in and around our churches. These three attitudes are tied to the kingdom of Christ and are part of its foundations. These words represent the simple but profound call that Christ gives our churches. One of my go-to messages this year when invited to preach is based on the story from Luke 7:36 to 51. It's a good reminder that we are called to be like Jesus in our approach and dealings with the people we find ourselves amongst. I've enjoyed seeing people interact this way amongst our clusters and churches. It has been a delight to witness what seems to be a closer sense of association among our churches. This led to a well-received regional hui in June, with lots of positive input from all involved and those who attended. Initiatives this year include Bethlehem Baptist and Tauranga Central working together on a preferred future. Churches are looking at how they develop young leaders for our future. There is increased participation in events like Easter Camp, Mystery Creek and Finley Park, and combined church youth events. There are some good things to celebrate around our churches and amongst our people. But yet we still have challenges. In the Waikato region, we have 6 vacant churches. Some of these churches have been vacant for a few years. We still have the occasional conflict in our churches. A break in relationship, perhaps. When I am invited to help, I wonder if only the 3 words I mentioned at the beginning of this report were being outworked, things might have been a little different. This is just something for us to think about. Most of our churches have a financial challenge, which seems a sign of the times. In this regard, we are the same at the regional level. But all in all, I look back on this year with gratitude and celebration. Jesus is indeed the head of the church. For the year coming up, I'm really keen to explore what does worship look like for us as we endeavour to address our future, and how does mission come out of prayer, fasting and worship? How do we best develop new pastoral leadership amongst us? How do we encourage people to become pastoral leaders, one of the best jobs in the world? And how do we continue to develop good eldership and leadership within our churches? That tension between governance and management and looking to the future. These are just a few things to mention among many. I want to thank everyone for your commitment to our churches and our regions. I look forward to where God will lead us in the coming year, and look forward to more gospel renewal in our churches, in our communities, and in our people. Thanks so much for your support, and I look forward to the journey in 2025.